Welcome to the Robertson Stash. It's our new podcast about life and the pursuit of glass. I'm Matt Robertson, your host. I'm here with my friend and co-host Sean Callahan.
What is up?
How are you today?
Fantastic.
Thanks so much for helping me put this all together. You're a big part of this podcast. Couldn't do it without you.
Man, all the lights, all the cameras.
Yeah.
Finally getting over red light fever.
A little bit, yep.
Yeah.
We're going to work through it either way. I'm determined to make this happen. So
That will make Webster's dictionaries
red light
sooner
fever.
than later, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if people know what that is, but if you see a red light on the camera and you start talking funny, you might be suffering from red light fever.
Just give us a call if you're going through that.
Yeah, we can talk you through it. We've got some tips and tricks here.
We'll plug in.
Anyway, so this is episode number 1. I'd like to take a second and thank the sponsors of the show for helping make this happen. We got Dr. Dabber, main sponsor. We got Mood Mats. They're providing us with some cool new Robertson Stash mood mats, and we're using their trusty, what do you call these, cup coasters?
They will protect that glass.
Yeah, the ass of your glass.
Who else we got?
Who else do we got? We got Low Temp Industries, Harmony Extracts. Is that it? So thank you guys.
Grassroots.
Oh, and Grassroots too. Yep.
Shout out Ryan.
Shout out Ryan and the whole team. We're always rocking your stuff. Let's talk about how you and me met a little bit.
Okay. Where shall we start?
It was a few years. Was it a few years ago, or it was before the pandemic, wasn't it?
Yeah, just before the pandemic.
So like at least a couple years ago. And I think we met through our mutual friend with the same last name as me.
Yeah. Where were you at?
I was in California with Ryan actually, and
Okay.
we met. We're talking about business, and so then she came back here and had a little trial work week with us, and and then that's how I met you. And what a blessing that was.
It's been a blast. Me and the wife, Alex, love you so very much.
Yeah, you guys are family.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I guess we came over just all nonchalant and, saw what you guys were doing. Never really seen a glass studio like this and was just always really interested. I've been an avid cannabis user for a long time.
Yeah, now you get to see how the products are made.
Yeah.
You ingest the cannabis with.
I always had mad respect. Got a couple pieces I've collected, but that's when we moved here in 2014. We started Fox and Ugg magazine, and that's kind of how we got our roots in the industry. And we had a couple glass blowers submit some pieces, and I have a couple original pieces of a spherical little dab rig. That's
okay. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
I still got to bring it over, but yeah, we've always been kind of in and around the glass world, but coming over here to really see what you have going on and just the 10 steps up from what I'm used to. And I'm glad you have this piece out today for Dr. Dabber.
Yeah. This is my entry for their competition that they're having, their master's competition.
What's that about?
Well, they any glass blower can enter, but you want to make like a piece that fits on one of their contraptions. I think this is the Evo Boost. So they're just like an electronic dabbing device. This one's kind of like a giraffe jumping over it. See in the camera. But we appreciate them sponsoring the show. They make great products.
Yeah, that little Dabber XS is ridiculous.
I think it's micro, yeah. And it hits pretty hard.
See that?
Yeah. So we're going to be plugging them throughout the episodes, and we made some pretty funny little commercials for them. We're going to be dropping those in between these episodes. But yeah, like, so what are we gonna? How do you think this podcast is gonna be?
I know you want to keep it light, funny, somewhat informative.
That's right, exactly. Yeah.
You know, we want people to be able to learn. We also want to hear from you people.
Yep.
Don't be shy. Feel free to reach out.
We have a little comment page on the website, so you can leave a comment there, and we'll try and answer your questions.
I think we're going to be doing some giveaways.
We got giveaways coming in.
Some auctions.
Yep. Yeah, weekly auctions. I think the next one's coming up on the 23rd of this month. So they're all automated on Robertson Glass Art.
Sweet. Well, tell us just a little bit about the background. We talked about how we met. It's been a blessing.
Yeah.
Let's dial it back and just a little quick insight from Canada to where we are today.
Well, I grew up in Canada, in Ontario, Canada, and I went to school there, took a glassblowing program at Sheridan College. And that's where I met my lovely wife, Kyle. She'll be on one of these episodes coming up here soon. And from there, we moved to Eugene, Oregon for a little bit when we graduated and kind of got more into the pipe scene there. I was mainly into like big furnace blown glass. And after living there for about a year or so, we moved back to Canada and we started up our gallery called Eddie Roy Glass Gallery.
Eddie Wah.
Eddie Wah. And that's where we had like artists from the States come in and teach a little class, and then we would showcase their work and have our little, like some students come in, and we had a little party and sold some work. That became, that was quite a success. And then after, around 2015, we picked up and we decided we wanted to move to America, where Kyle's from.
And she's from here.
She's from Colorado. Yep.
Okay.
So we bought our shop here and we renovated it out. We actually lived in here for a little bit in this apartment. And then we had a child, Goldie, who hopefully we can have on the podcast sometime.
Yeah.
And then we bought a house down the road, and kind of that's where I work here now. But things have been good.
Yeah, man, the shop is wonderful.
Thank you.
You got some cool workers come through from time to time. Madeline's great.
Madeline's awesome.
You got quite a little family unit going on here.
Yeah.
Great vibes.
Yeah, and we'll have some of the people I deal with on the podcast, hopefully, coming up here.
Yeah, who else are we going to have on the podcast coming up?
I think we got Borovision signed up to come in. We got Ryan Connolly from Grassroots. Ruga. A few other surprises coming in. We'll try and keep it interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've been making giraffes for quite a long time.
I have, yes.
I know you've been hinting at something called the Final 100.
That's right. I should talk about that in this episode.
Yeah.
So, I've been making giraffes for 7-8 years now, dialing in my little designs. So what I wanted to kind of limit them, and I think in 2023 I'm going to make the last 100 of them. I want to do a little book. They're all going to be numbered and counting down from 100.
That'd be cool.
So I think, I'll be doing the Glass Vegas show in January, and that's where I'll probably release the first few of them. But, I kind of want to limit them. I want to push myself to move on with it, come up with some new designs. So what do you think about that? Do you think that's going to be positive or...
I think it's epic. It's definitely a sign of growth that you're moving past it. I know you just did a show in Florida where you made a first of its kind, where a giraffe standing up, holding a cup. I think it's awesome. But yeah, sometimes it's just time to move on to better things and really just kind of graduate to that next step, because these pieces are incredible, but that doesn't take away the fact that you still do what you do, which is the giraffe, because this is definitely not what you've ever made before.
No, this one's the first of its kind, this kind of jumping giraffe, and especially that it fits into the Dr. Dabber piece.
Everybody comments about the eyes. Like,
I try and put some life into them.
Now, is that something you do all at once, or, I think I've seen a couple of pieces that you'll basically take.
Yeah,
from.
I'll pull like different color Marini pulls of the eyes, and then you slice them, and then I back them with white, and then I'll put a clear lens on the other side.
So
gives
cool.
them that like juicy kind of depth in there.
So back to the last 100. Maybe you'll let us design like a book at the end of the year that you can sign.
I was thinking that, yeah, that would be cool. Like a little commemorative book of the last 100.
Yeah, we'll go through each number. Maybe you'll have a tiniest little blurb, just maybe about the piece of glass you used or the coloration that you decided to put into it, and then just sign 100 copies. And
that's I'm gonna definitely do that.
No, I definitely think it's time, because every artist has to evolve. You can't just play the same album as a musician over and over again unless you're Rolling Stones. but yeah, it's time to grow, and I support that fully, because you've put so much into it. Well, you've been doing it 19 plus years now.
Yeah, just about.
So
I think it'll still keep me. I'll still be doing Giraffes, but that one style I want to retire. I think it's going to build some hype, like all the pieces in stores. Maybe people will start scooping them up, because they're going to be extinct soon. So,
yeah, maybe we can. We'll flash a shape of the. What do you call that?
They're like I call them the baby style, because they got like those little baby legs. But
okay.
So yeah, that's new and exciting. What else? What
does the future hold for Robertson Glass besides the last 100? What is next?
I've been really getting into like creative writing recently. So I'm really that kind of lights the fire for me inside. But I've been working on like a little movie idea. I'm trying to work on this cartoon idea. I actually went to my school for animation, and I saw them blowing glass, and I decided to like switch my major up at the last minute. So I'm really finding this like full circle vibe, getting back into that.
All right, so just tell us just a little bit about what the overall purpose for the podcast is, because I know you've been talking about it for the past year.
Yeah.
And just really wanting to give something back to the members that you currently have, the day oneers. What is the overall purpose?
Well, we're trying to create some exclusive content here for the website, for all the members on the website. We want to kind of give a little behind the scenes look as to what's going on around here. We're going to interview some of my friends, some other artists. Just kind of like a little inside scoop, like a video blog of what we're doing, what's going on. Maybe we'll learn something from some people.
Yeah. We've been in the process of moving some stuff out of this space so that we can get ready for season 2. I know that's going to come fast. So we're going to move this to a more permanent setup, just right over there.
Yeah, a little more spread out.
But we're going to treat the room. We're going to hopefully make it look just a little bit more like home.
Yeah.
This is a great table, Live Edge.
I love this table.
Yeah. So would you say we're creating this podcast to document the life of this company and Matt Robertson and who you are?
I think so, yeah.
Because we might talk about like your workout schedule.
I'd love to get into that.
Yeah.
Be a really short little segment, but we could maybe touch on that. I'm sure there's some glass blowers out there that just kind of want to know, daily routines, what we're doing, what we're eating, how we stay in shape. But yeah, the purpose of this is to kind of create some exclusive content. We're going to be dropping this. Hopefully we're going to be dropping this first episode over the holidays coming up here. We want to release one episode a week per season for the season.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and do at least like 12 or 14 episodes per season. Then we'll move on to the new setup.
We're going to hit that 48 episodes in a year.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm just going to keep getting better at this. The more I do it, it's kind of like outside my comfort zone, which I like, but it's a bit challenging for me at times. But I feel like the more we do it, the more comfortable I'm going to get sitting here.
Me too.
Talking about my feelings. You're great. You're a natural at it. We got some awesome guests lined up to come in and be on the podcast, so I'm really excited about that. I got to thank the sponsors again for believing in us and helping us make this happen.
Hopefully you guys will have fun with commercials like we did.
Yeah. The commercials were great. That was really fun to do that.
We didn't want to be very conventional with it, but we do have a lot of gear. And
let us know what you guys think of these commercials too. I enjoy making them. That's actually like I'm in my happy spot when we're doing that.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up, man.
Okay.
It's been
we'll
a great
keep this
episode.
one real short and sweet. Yeah.
It's been a great episode number 1. I'm feeling really good about it. So
okay, awesome. Me too. I feel like it was a good start, and we'll really dive in on the next one. I think we'll have my wife on here, and we'll get the whole background story in detail.
Journey to the USA.
Yep.
We will hit on the way that Matt got here.
Yes.
How kosher it
Smuggling my ass
was.
in here. Cool, man. Well, thank you again, Sean, for making this all happen. And thank you to the listeners and all the members on the website. We look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, I'm Matt Robertson.
I'm Sean Callahan.
Thank you, guys.
Later.